Hey, what is going on, guys? Randall, Thor19, the man with the million, back with another daily video. Thanks for dropping by the channel and check it out. I really do appreciate it. Let's get right into the video, right? This is going to be my impressions of Resident Evil 7. I just started the game about 4 hours in. So I figured I'd make this video just, for anybody out there on the fence. I will be doing a review when I finish the game, but this is not a review. This is just my impressions at about 4 hours into the game, and right away, holy shit, guys. I think, quite possibly, they nailed it. Capcom absolutely, I think they nailed it. I think this game is going to be maybe one of the classics. I don't know. We'll see how it goes down the line, but I am thoroughly impressed with the 4 hours I played so far. And the switch over from third person to first person feels great. It's still, and the big thing to me is, like, Resident Evil is one of my favorite franchises, right? My favorite Resident Evil is Resident Evil 4. My second favorite is Resident Evil 2. I've played them all. I've been kind of disappointed with the direction they went with Resident Evil 6. Like, I didn't care for Resident Evil 6. I didn't really care for Resident Evil 5 either. So the series needed to reinvent itself once again, like it did with Resident Evil 4. And I think they knocked it out of the park because I'm blown away so far by this game. The atmosphere of being in this house with these crazy freaking people, not knowing what is going on, it's unsettling in parts, guys. I'm dead serious. It is unsettling. I am constantly kind of like checking behind me, like moving slowly, making sure I don't miss any like important items. Most of all, it feels like Resident Evil. That was the kind of thing I was hoping didn't get lost in the translation from third person to first person. It still feels like Resident Evil. All the classic things are there. The herbs, the healing items, the maps, the inventory, like everything that you expect out of Resident Evil, like the save rooms and things like that. It's all here. It feels like a Resident Evil game, but just in first person. It feels even more intimate than the other Resident Evils. Maybe it's because it's in a like kind of small locale in this house, but here we go. Here's the family. I don't really know much about them because I'm only a few hours in, but man, they are some creepy people. Let me tell you, like, I got to this scene, and this scene is kind of towards the, in the beginning of the game. It doesn't take long to get to. This is where I was like, oh man, what are they trying to do, Capcom? Are you trying to freak me out here? Like, this family is absolutely crazy. And I'm assuming at some point you fight all these people. At some point down the road, there's probably boss fights and things like that. I think I've had one boss fight so far, which I took a clip of. We'll be seeing here in a minute. But kudos to Capcom, kudos to developers of this game for trying something different and seemingly looking like they absolutely nailed the landing. I cannot wait to finish this video and get right back on it and finish the game to see where it leads to see what the ties are to, the Resident Evil series. Man, like, this is a good start to 2017. What is it, January 24th, the first big game in the year? I think it's at 87 on Metacritic, and I understand why now. After playing the game, I completely understand why now. And some of my concerns originally was I thought maybe they went first person because of Outlast, but that's not necessarily the case. This feels completely different than Outlast. It's its own thing, and some of the stuff in here could be gory. If you got like young kids, don't let them play this game. If you're a little squeamish, kind of be wary, because there's some quite fucked up shit there, like right there, for instance. And this is like the first kind of boss. Well, actually, no, this is more like the second boss fight in the game. But it's interesting how you complete these, and I'm not going to show how I completed it because that would kind of be a spoiler. But there is a way to beat this guy, and This boss fight was fun. This whole game is fun. It's, you know, it's your typical Resident Evil. Doors are locked. You go around. You find items scattered across the environment. You get the things to solve the puzzles to unlock the doors, so you can kind of continue along with the main story. Very, very, very much Resident Evil, and that's what I said earlier. Like, even with the switch to first person, it feels like they retained the spirit of Resident Evil, which is something I was concerned about. But I cannot stress enough how great this game is so far. Maybe it, you know, maybe a couple more hours in, it starts to taper off, but like, the more I play it, the more I love it, the more I just want to get back into it and finish it off. And I am, so I am playing it on normal. You can play it on normal, easy right away. You have to beat it once to unlock the Nightmare mode, I believe it's called. The achievements are gonna record. They're a lot of little crappy in my opinion. I mean, not crappy in the sense that like they don't give you a lot, because they do, but to get all the achievements, you're gonna have to require multiple playthroughs. Getting all the collectibles require a playthrough where you beat it under 4 hours. Require a playthrough where you know, don't use the item box more than 3 times. Require a playthrough where you what was the other one? Don't use any healing items more than 3 times. So you get your value out of this, and I know I noticed that the DLC is also coming pretty soon. So seems like the full package. Seems like we got our first true blockbuster of the year. What a way to start off 2017 with an epic Resident Evil. I was really worried, guys. I was really worried that after Resident Evil 6. That this series was just destined for more of kind of that garbage. But thank God they made this change. Now I'm more into Resident Evil than maybe ever. Well, not maybe ever, because Resident Evil 4 was pretty awesome. But anyways, look for my review in the coming days, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked it, hit that like button. Consider subbing for more content, and I'll catch everybody later.